If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to Downfall Network for more cool content. What's up, everyone? Thralls of Metal here once again. I'm Necrotic Nick.
I'm Jammin Jon.
I'm Shredlord.
I am Rin.
And we are back with an album review. And this one is a very special one because this is a mutual favorite of all of ours. We're talking about the new EP from Carcass, Despicable. So we figured it was time for us to get in there and dissect the guts of this one and give you our own pathologist's report. So first off, this band formed in 1986 in Liverpool.
Liverpool.
There was another
London.
famous band from there, Beatle, but something.
Bristol.
That's it.
Beatles.
The Bristols.
The Beatles.
Now these guys started off as grindcore pioneers along with bands like Napalm Death and Extreme Noise Terror, and then slowly moved into death metal, and then into melodic death metal, and then into death and roll. So these guys really have never released the same album twice. It's always been a musical journey. Now, they broke up in 1996 and then reformed in 2007, and they pretty much released an absolute banger of an album with Surgical Steel in 2013. Now, not all the lineup from that album has returned. They did retain their drummer, Daniel Wilder, who actually played in Aborted for a while and also played in Trigger the Bloodshed. And this is their first one with new guitarist Tom Draper. And he has spent time as a member of Savage Messiah and is also a member of Pounder. Now we're listening to Exhumed right now, which also features Matt Harvey, who's also in Pounder, who's also a giant Carcass nut, so this kind of came full circle.
It's a circle.
Pounder. Oh yeah, you mentioned Aborted earlier. And
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, wow.
References aplenty.
It's crazy time. The EP kicks off with The Living Dead at the Manchester Morgue.
Manchester.
You going to watch Manchester play this weekend? Manchester.
London, England.
Live a fool.
It starts out with classic Carcass bendy harmonies.
I would have known that was a Carcass song right from the
For
rip.
the first 15 seconds, like, oh,
That's Carcass.
that's a Carcass
Bill
bendy.
Steers slathered all over it.
It's delicious. The drums are just really crisp. That snare drum's just punching you right in the dinghy.
It's got a big, rich recording overall.
Really,
I love
really
it.
good.
Yeah.
Really heavy.
The guitars are...
The guitars were heavy,
Just
but still
beef.
warm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They were
Yep.
very warm. They weren't, your typical heavy metal crunch. Scoot mids kind of crunch. They were very warm, but very good. His tone is very reminiscent to me of Frederick Ockeson's from Opeth.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Vanilla pudding.
I kind of liked it because, I mean,
Rich
comparing
and
it
delicious.
to, like, Surgical Steel, the Surgical Steel had, like, a much more thrashy tone, like, much more, like, chunky.
Yes.
This one
That
feels
had the chunk
beef.
for sure.
And style-wise, like, right away, I noticed they were kind of going back a little ways in terms of their back catalog. Like, this has notes of necroticism and heartwork kind of straddling that line between those two albums, which are vastly different.
It's just chugging badassery. Jeff Walker sounds like a nasally demon.
Love it. Love
The bridge riff is really weird but awesome at the same time. It's this.
It drags a little bit, but it's a pushy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really odd. Like, I feel like the guitars were playing Pong.
It's
Kind
a
of,
frog
yeah.
ribbit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a frog.
Ribbit.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
Yeah.
Ribbit.
Yep. The song's only just a hair under 6 minutes, but it seems much longer.
You go many places.
Not that that's a bad thing. It's a journey of a song. There's many tempo shifts. It's just
It's Carcass.
Carcass.
Now, the next track, The Long and Winding Beer Road, is
The Beatles song.
really odd in terms of, well, it's not the Abbey Road, but it's close. It's odd because it sounds a lot like stuff you would hear on Swan Song, which is something they really haven't returned to very much. They still play Keep On Rotting in the Free World live because they have a cowbell on the kit and they feel obligated.
Gotta use it.
Gotta use it.
If you don't use it, don't bring it.
But like right away, the riff that opens up is happy?
Rockin'.
It's
like rockin'.
It just feels very happy and upbeat. It was like, yeah, dude, it's got a nice little groovy
A little like
to it.
scale like harmony groove.
I'm glad I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Manchester Morgue.
Yeah.
Very like groove-laden 90s metal in general. Like not just 90s death metal, just 90s metal. And one thing I really loved about this track is towards the end, when it gets down to, I would say, kind of the cleanest chorus on here. There's not a lot of clean anything. It's just riffy and nasty. But there's an organ that comes in and kind of layers out the sound. So they kind of like, maybe like a little nod to Deep Purple towards the end just to make it fill out more.
Deep Carcass.
Deep purpley Carcass.
Purple
Carcass.
Yep.
There it is. But yeah, kind of give it like a weird like gothic vibe, I guess, but Carcass Gothic. So not like, typo Gothic, Carcass Gothic, which is definitely different. But yeah, very different track. And I really wasn't expecting this. I mean, this was one that came out, I think it was like the third single. And just an instant reminder that, oh yeah, Swan Song definitely had some cool moments.
Moving on to the third track, this was actually the first single that was released on this EP, God, what felt like an eternity ago now.
It was a while ago, yeah.
What was it, maybe May or April?
In 2020 months, that's...
It's been a long
Yeah. It's been many months, but I really hadn't listened to that song too much since it came out. I've actually listened to the other tracks a little bit more, but this one hit a lot heavier this time around, man.
I think the fact that the first time it was released, it was more of a demo quality.
Yes, the better production definitely helped the song, and it helped deliver some of the riffage, like some of the suffocation type,
like
the
the chugs, those
Megadeth-y.
palm-needed chugs.
I thought that riff melodically sounded a lot like Megadeth. But then I can hear the way they attack the strings, the way they attack the riff, and how he chugs on there is what makes it sound like Suffocation.
Yeah.
And then there's those little nutty blast beats in there,
I
too.
love them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They kind of use it to punctuate, like, I guess, the tail end of the chorus.
yeah.
Which the chorus has the Heartward Gallop, like the song.
Yeah.
Instantly, brought back the early, oh my God, I remember that was the first time I ever heard Carcass, because it was definitely that video in Headbanger's Ball.
Yep.
The other thing, too, is Bill Steer just fucking laying it down.
Melodic.
Showing everybody why he's an unsung guitar hero.
Underrated as hell.
It's a shame.
And then the last track, Slaughtered in Soho. This is kind of a different song from the rest of the songs on the album. It's pretty straightforward. Definitely a hook in here.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my favorite one on the album, it sounds like a little crowbar-ish type harmony
Yeah,
thing.
Doomy.
Like
Yeah.
Crowbar,
Yeah.
a little faster paced Crowbar.
Yeah.
Yes,
But it's
correct.
still slow enough you can really hear, like,
Yes.
big, meaty riff.
But when I say Crowbar, man, I'm crawling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Through the murk and the sludge, and it's there.
Are there swamps in England?
They're mires or bogs, I think.
Maybe in
That's
Manchester
what they
there's
call 'em.
swans. Do you think there's swans in Manchester?
Manchester?
That's where the Hound of the Baskervilles
My favourite
lives.
football team is Manchester United.
Now, something that comes up on this and the Long Winding Beer Road is the cowbell.
The cowbell.
Yes.
There is cowbell on this album.
Lovely.
Which, again, they bring it live because they have to play Keep On Rotting, mostly because I think they really love that song, and it's a good song.
It's a good song, yeah.
But the fact that there's a cowbell on here and you hear rock riffs, like they're not just like metal riffs, they scream flat out rock riffs with, an ungodly metal tone.
Yes.
But I know, I kind of like this EP and the fact that it's kind of a journey kind of backwards and them kind of incorporating these different things they've done over the years in a different
It's new
way.
things with touches of old.
Yeah, a new spin on an old thing. And that was a thing that really just kind of made this EP for me. I thoroughly enjoyed all 4 songs, and hearing them all together instead of just like separate YouTube videos, you really get like a cool kind of flow with this.
Takes
Like,
you places.
the songs are vastly different, and I really like the fact that they crafted a lot of, different kinds of riffs, different kinds of melodies to kind of suit the mood of each song. Fun to listen. As always, I mean, Carcass is always a fun listen, even if you're going back to Reek, which sounds like it was recorded in a basement full of pudding. But it's
Human
still
pudding.
fun. Human pudding.
Yes.
Human pudding, and it smelled awful.
It reeked of purification.
Deep
Putrefaction.
pudding.
That too.
I'm really proud of
Spell
you
it.
guys. Nobody made a Christopher Walken joke. And how many times were cowbells mentioned?
Damn it. Well,
Insert Christopher Walken.
the
here.
opportunity's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
We missed it. We missed it. That was our bad. That was
Bruce
kind of your bad,
Dickinson.
too. You could have reminded us
Yeah,
at
you
any
could have
point.
said something instead of being down there all butthole-ish.
I mean, but I am an asshole, so
It's magnificent.
glorious.
Oh, someone else has once gazed into the eye of Sauron, and we're all victims now.
Yep.
I've seen many. And that was one of them.
So overall, I got to give this 4.5. This is one of my favorite EPs that have come out this year. This is Carcass firing on all cylinders. And every single song on here is an absolute banger, and they're a different kind of banger, which I really like. This isn't just them like throwing out some songs. I'm hoping this is a teaser for a full length that sounds a lot like this, because I'll have it pre-ordered before it's even made. It's that
Can we
good.
pre-order before the main?
We can do that. We're allowed to. We're Thralls.
A banger in the mouth in Manchester?
A banger in the mouth? Wait a minute.
That sounds way dirty.
Wait, no, bangers, sausages.
Yes.
Bangers
Oh,
and mash.
yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep.
not phallic at all.
Bangers
Cool.
and mash.
Beans and wieners for breakfast.
Definitely pick this up, though. It's absolutely killer. If you love Carcass, you'll love every single second of this.
I'm gonna give this 4.5 as well. I've been jamming this record all day. I mean, I've probably jammed this record 7, 8 times, because it's only 4 songs and 18 minutes, I guess, time. Once again, the old schoolers coming back to show the
young
youngins
guys
how
what's
it's done. I mean,
It's Carcass.
yeah, I have no complaints. I didn't think I'd have any complaints because it's Carcass, and I heard the single, well, the first single out of the 3 other singles they released on a 4-track album. Doesn't make any sense. I thought it was a great jam. And like Nick said, you know, the 4 separate songs all kind of rock out in their own way. And no disappointments here. Yet another album to go out and buy whenever you get a chance.
Now, normally I hate EPs, but this one sat so much better with me because Carcass is a favorite, and it was incredibly creative and very enjoyable to listen to.
Yes.
So, Bill Steer, Jeff Walker, keep doing what you're doing, and how about you don't make us wait another 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking years before you release something else, please.
Yes.
That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
I'm gonna also 4.5. This was pretty damn tasty. All 4 songs punch you in the face, and I feel like maybe if they went for a few more songs, it wouldn't have been quite the stiff punch in the face.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're teasing us. Maybe they're just tickling our wankers.
Our undead wankers.
Who knows? But this is kick-ass, Carcass. Get it. Buy it.
You wankers.
Rub it on the bits that
You want to
would
rub
like
it
to
on.
rub it on.
So, if you enjoyed the review, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, because we do stuff like this all the time. We will catch you later.